Welcome to Tomatoes, Poppies, and Everything Gardening. So today's video is going to be about updating you. We're at week 1 or day 7, 8 since I have started planting my summer garden with all of my nightshades. So I'm going to show a few pictures and a few video clips to give you an update as to where we are right now. I think you'll be excited as I am by the progress so far. And then the last few minutes of the video, it's going to be just a very short little vlog update on what's been going on here the last several days to a week. I haven't posted much. I had a few shorts in reserve, and I did share those with you guys, but some things have happened. So trigger warning, if you don't want to be a little sad today, don't watch the very last part of the video, and I'll give you a heads up. But right now we're going to jump down into my grow station and take a look at those seedlings. Morning of March the 7th, and you can see I'm doing my seed starting system a little bit different this year than years prior. In years prior, I would stack the seedling trays, the black ones that you see right there. I would just stack them upside down to make the height I needed to get my plants close to the lights. But this year I thought, I always hate that 1 to 2 week period where there's nothing but just darkness over in this window. So why don't I get these cheap plastic clear containers that will bring the light through? And so I did that. The only thing is it's not getting my plants as close to the lights as I had hoped. And some are starting to get a little laggy, like these guys. But that's something we can work on. I'm not too worried about it. Here's the Impatient that we had a video about. I did transplant him yesterday, actually, and gave him some food and some soil and a lot more room to grow. And I will be taking those cuttings really soon. There's one of my camellias floating in water. And I've been trying to start some snapdragon vine seeds. I had 3 to germinate, and you can see they just keep dying. I don't know if the soil's getting too dry too quick. I did have humidity dome on. I shouldn't have taken it off, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to take out one tray at a time, and we can see what is germinating and what is not. I started my seeds around 11 p.m. on the 27th. So some did get started late that night, but then it was a trickle down effect to where, like this one got planted on the 29th. And then I have some that got planted on the 1st and 2nd. Let's see, when did these tomatoes get planted? Okay, so these got planted on the 1st. And this is Amish paste. You can see they're getting some seed heads trapped there on top. That's pretty normal. All I do is just kind of wet my fingers with my own saliva, like this, and then I just kind of gently moisten the seed head and kind of work it off. It usually comes off pretty easily. There we go. And now that little guy will unfurrow and open up. It'll be a cute little plant. Well, we'll give him a minute. The basils were the first to germinate, so I've got 3 basils that have germinated. The 4th, oh, it did. There we go. It took several more days. This is the licorice. Wow, yeah, that took a lot of days. These guys germinated in probably 3 days, but this licorice, that took quite a few days. And then my poblano from Botanical Interest was the first pepper to pop out of the soil. I still have some that have not. The Chocolate Beauty has not. Touchdown has not. Sweet Banana. It looks like the Super Sweet that I planted on March 1st is doing great, as well as the Indigo Rose from March 1st. You can see how they're leaning towards the light. I don't know if you can see that. So I may actually have to find something else to bring those plants closer to the light. Number 2, these guys have been under heat, and they still have their humidity protection on because they have not germinated yet. So a lot of these were actually started, like I said, around 11 p.m. on the 27th. I do have a few of the Jimmy Nardello coming through, which is good. Oh, there's another one. So I'll fix that. Ooh, plastic wrap later. And none of these guys, these are all hot peppers, none of them, and eggplant. And that can take a while. That's why ideally I would have started these guys about a week beforehand, but things just got away from me. And no shishito. I don't know which one this one is, but all of these are like eggplants and hot peppers. So they may need a little bit more time I will probably leave the covering off of this guy. And then all of these guys can go right back where they were. Tray 3. These guys were planted quite a bit later. It looks like March 2nd. And I checked these yesterday and I did not have any growth, but looks like we've got Tiny Tim and Queen of the Night coming up. And maybe this guy too. Where'd he go? They're so tiny. There, right in there. That's one. Yeah. And that's one trying to geranium kiss. See that little white fuzziness? That's normal on some seeds when they're trying to come out. It looks like mold, but it's just kind of part of that process to get them out. Sometimes with some seeds. So this tray will go back, except I'll leave this guy kind of uncovered slightly since quite a few are out. Okay, moving on to tray 4. Let's see if anything has germinated. Someone is trying to come out. Who is that? Let's see. That is Artisan Blush, planted on 3/2, March 2nd. And today's March 7th. So that's not bad. 5 days. Oh, there's another one, and another one, and another one. Oh, we get, oh, and all of these guys. So, yeah. Might be time to take this off. Let's see, who are these guys? Let's see if I put tape. Oh, Mountain Princess. Okay, and that was also the 2nd. I think all of these are the 2nd. And I've got Moon Glow coming up too. Okay, so this looks good. I'm going to leave the plastic off. Is tray, what, 5, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see not much going on. Nope, actually nothing going on. And 7 of these are just empty. I'm waiting to decide what I want to plant. I did get a big seed order in yesterday with some coleus and a few other things. So I will use these cups up today. So with all of my empty cups, I've got 8, and I am going to plant these seeds. And I was going to wait on some of these, like for the Legend and where's the Sun Sugar. I was going to wait till next year, but I thought, what if something happens? Life is short. So I really want to try that tomato, the Sun Sugar. I'm going to go ahead and grow it this year. Got a little bit of flowers in here. I've got this gorgeous deep purple petunia. Going to have a new variety of Gomphrena this year. Never grown that variety. I have grown 2 other varieties. Love Gomphrena. And I think the Potapino, if I can get it to germinate quick, that's going to be a great Mother's Day gift maybe for me to give people. I have some empty hanging baskets out back I could make some nice gifts with. And I don't know, this pepper sounded sweet and interesting and yummy. And what else? I guess that's it. And I definitely wanted to try the Legend. It's a determinate dwarf. It's either a dwarf or a determinate, but it just sounded incredible. So I'm going to get these sown, planting these petunia seeds. Look at how tiny they are. They usually come in some kind of little case. Thankfully, these are pelleted, so they have a coating that makes it easier to see them, but they are very tiny, even with the pelleted coating. So I'm just going to sprinkle probably, I think there's 8. Is there 8? Yeah, 8 seeds. I'll save 2 and plant 6 in my little cup. I will not cover them. I'll just put them on the soil. It's already moist. Maybe I might press slightly down, but we don't want to cover these seeds. They need light to germinate. The last tray. This is tray 6. And when did I start these guys? On the 1st. Okay, and we've got black creme. You can see a good example of it leaning towards the light, and it's very kind of getting leggy. I can fix that. Probably will go ahead and raise my trays up closer to the light. Big Daddy, also from the 1st, planted, and you can see more seed heads there that I can, well, that one just fell off. Granny Cantrell, looks like really good germination. That was from the 1st. Who is this? Let's see. Oh, this is the 50-cent pack of Poblano, because I'm doing an experiment. They're germinating great. They were a little bit delayed compared to the botanical interest by like a day or 2. Pineapple, and can't read that one back there. I think it's Whitmore. All right, well, I'm gonna put these guys back where they go, and just wanted to give you a 1 week update ish, 1 week ish. So next week I'll do another update and see if there's any issues we need to talk about. Okay, so this is much better. I added a tray here and lifted these containers up. You can see now my plants are really close to the lights and they're looking good. Well, they will be looking better. And yeah, so I'm gonna get the lights back on since they're closer to the light now. And I think when I give you the week update next week, they'll be looking good. And like I said, we can fix that legginess, and we'll talk about that in future episodes. Okay, so here's the trigger warning. Um, Probably want to end the video if you don't want to feel a little bit sad. But I wanted to share this information with you guys because, well, this is Jeffrey, my cat, and if you've been watching the video for a while, you know that he is a regular, and he did pass away Monday night. And we are all still trying to process that here. And it's been really rough. I haven't wanted to go outside in the garden areas. He loved being outside, and I just see him everywhere. His presence is everywhere. So that has happened, and one of my children had their wisdom teeth out. We're on day 2 of that, and one of my other kids, I'm waiting on some blood work that was a little off, and we know the result, but we're waiting for the doctor to call us back. And I think my ear infections are coming back from a couple weeks ago. So it's been a trying week, and especially with passing of Jeffrey. And so you will miss him in the videos, and we will miss him forever. But I just wanted to give you all the heads up. And hopefully that doesn't make everyone so sad. He was older. He was right at 14, and it was sudden. Like, we saw him 5-10 minutes before, and then we found him. I mean, he was perfectly alert and active. 5-10 minutes later, he was gone, and there was nothing to be done. It was very sudden, but just heartbreaking. So you will still see Tonto in the videos, and he's been sad too. But I just wanted to share that, and I hope that I'll get back in the garden. And it's been raining all week. The rain will stop, and we can move forward with the spring garden. And I just wanted to share that because he's been in a lot of my videos. All right, guys, I hope you're having a good gardening week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.